As we continue on with round 2 action. Round 2, heat number 5 features South Africa's Jordy Smith taking on the Australian rookie Ryan Callinan. Regular foot and Jordy, goofy foot and Ryan Callinan all looking for a spot to move on into round 3. Joe Turpel alongside 89 world champ Martin Potter. So happy that the contest is back on this afternoon, Potts. Last heat went to Josh Kerr, and we'll see who ends up taking control of this lineup. Looks like during the break, Jordy Smith got away.
Yeah, Jordy straight out of the gates really needs to get the ball rolling here. Jordy's coming back from injuries last year, trying to get himself back into good shape. This is the place to do it with big turns like that, so Jordy's going to utilize his power. He's been training a lot down in Mozambique on a very similar wave to this right-hand sandbar point break barrel. So Jordy's going to try and use all that experience that he's gained down there and bring it and apply it here. There's a lot of guys, a lot of people come and want to get in the mix. Obviously, there's probably a handful of guys that do get their own ways. Mick and Joel be two of those guys. This
is Ryan Callinan, big backside hack off the top, jams it. Now sets up a big third turn, straight up vertical. 3 powerful backhand turns, and it's going to double up. Now setting up another hack deep behind the section. Callinan climbs out in front, looking for a huge finishing move, and the rookie has arrived here on the World Tour. A big blow to set this heat off in round 2, heat number 5. As we look at 25 on the clock, first wave already in for Jordy Smith at a 5.33. Ryan had a couple of 2s before that, but he'll be right back in the game. Ryan hoping for a 2.8 at least to take the lead.
Yeah, I was about to say, with the goofy foot effect, I would say Luke Egan would have to be a massive influence on Ryan surfing. Look at that big, huge bottom turn backside snap combo. I love that little wiggle as he gets back down. Gets nice and low. Watch that back foot. Watch how compressed that back leg gets, which gives him so much spring, so much power. That really eventuates into big turns and big scores. So Ryan Callinan off to a bang, and scores dropping for that last wave, Joe, 7.67. And we've got a hit on our hands. 2 big boys, very different styles of surfing, but Jordy, I tell you what, he doesn't want a second round loss right here.
You see Ryan looking even without priority, applying pressure. Jordy Smith, though, has a huge drift on a whitewater section. Snaps off the top to set up the carve. 3 solid moves for the South African, looking to finish on the inside track. He'll snap off the top and keep that flow going. He's looking for a big section to work off, and there it is, a huge top turn carve. And now a big tail whip on the inside, multiple majors, and still hacking away on the inside corner. Smith is so happy to be back at 100%, but he's been spending a lot of time in San Clemente, California lately, as we'll look at his wave from start to finish.
Yeah, nice opening maneuver there, right? And this wave, very difficult wave to ride, so Jordy did really well to make sure he fit all the turns in the right place at the right time. There's a lot of lump and bump on the face. Obviously that wind earlier has affected it a bit. It seems like it's dropped off just that little bit. This is where he starts getting going. I love this turn right here. Look at that. That's just all power right there. That's back foot surfing. That's old school stuff. A little bit of a fin waft right there too. So Jordy Smith looking sharp, looking fit. And he knows he's got a hit on his hands. He heard that score gate drop from Ryan Callinan and said, all right, it's time. I've got to light it up. I can't afford to hold back anymore.
You love heats that just go blow for blow. You want to see each surfer respond. Callinan up and out quickly as he'll look to regain first priority. But Callinan took the lead with his 7.67. Now another lead change on Jordy's answer at a 6.67. And he's got the lead, and now just getting dropped off from the water patrol, already in position at the top of the point. You see that story with world champs. Sometimes it's how you pick yourself back up after a tough loss or a tough year on tour to come back and win a world title that makes it so special. This is Jordy Smith. Starts with a blowtail. Doesn't pull the reverse, pulls around forward, but he gets out. Waves a little bit sluggish on the inside corner, and he still has his lead.
Reef breaks, point breaks. I mean, it's just so many waves in South Africa, so I'm surprised not more guys coming out of there.
As we see Ryan Callinan looking for a 4.33, already has a big first turn, hacks the next section. He's got a lot of whitewater, he'll float. Another off the bottom and hammers it shut. Beautiful flow. He's been finishing his waves, starting with big moves. Speaking of big moves, a big tail drip from Jordy will end up being complete on the answer back. we'll see if he had anything on the opening part of that wave in just a moment.
It just springs into action. I mean, he's a big kid and super powerful. I think that's going to better that 4.3. Well, he's going to get that 4.33. Let's have a look. Straight into it, off the bottom, off the top combo, and then he almost disappears in that wave in front. Why? Because he gets so low off the bottom, and it just gives him that good projection straight up through the lip again. Bangs it. So 3 solid turns in concession. The judges are going to like that seamless surfing. No mucking around in between. I like that when a surfer just goes from one turn to the next.
Remember familiar names like Richard Dog Marsh, Mick Lowe, who won this event, the passes in Ryan's corner. As we'll see what Jordy did out the back here, Potts.
Yeah, Jordy just going for that blowtail there, realizing that wave really didn't have much on offer, so throwing caution to the wind on that occasion. So Jordy really, I think he's going to be looking for a score after that last exchange.
Ryan throws down an 8.07 for another lead change in this matchup. It's just been back and forth with these two, and Callinan holds the highest 2 numbers. See how the judges reacted there. High judge an 8.5, the low is 7.8. Majority thinking that was excellent surfing from the young rookie, and now more pressure on Jordy Smith to recover from this one.
Is Jordy going to have one more roll of the dice? Are we going to see upset number 3 of the day?
Well, you can see them both focused on the lineup. We have a couple of little bumps coming around the corner, but nothing really showing itself as we're into the countdown. We lost Julian Wilson earlier. We lost Kelly Slater from the draw. And now we're closing this one out, and we will lose Jordy Smith in the second round of competition. And the rookie from Newcastle with solid performance with a 7.67 and an 8.07, Ryan Callinan will move on to round 3.
Wow.